I hate when the songs stop before their timestamp says they do. This song is supposed to be 3 minutes and 10 seconds long, and yet it stopped at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Hello, chat. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today. My day has been brief. I was asleep until 3 hours ago. Dreamer man, I was going to sit in my comfy chair after Fing left, and now I'm here. Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but sure. Okay, I believe we were 8 exits in. And if I recall, this this next level is a rough one, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. But let's get going. At the very least, this level had good music, so you know. Although I don't know if we've done a level so far that hasn't had like just fantastic music. Oh, right, I need to go under. Duh. That's the difficulty of that jump there. You put the chimkin into air fryer. Well, good for you. I hope your chicken tastes good. I'm in a pretty low-key mood today, so there might not be like a whole lot of yapping. The time change and a few other key factors have done irreparable damage to my energy levels. Oh, I just barely did not clip that. Just barely did not clip that obstacle there, the keyhole. The fake exit. Sherman, how do you feel about open water in video games? I mean, it's not my favorite thing. How the fuck do I do this? I genuinely don't like understand. I think I have to jump down and toss. I think I discussed this last time, but never actually ended up doing it. I have to like toss the key as I'm jumping down at this angle. Like being in open water, I mean, I'm not a fan, but like I have played games like Subnautica, and I did manage to like put the discomfort behind me and actually play the video game. So I'd say I don't like being in open water, but I can deal with it. That's what I would say. It is the easiest way to make me uncomfortable in a video game. It always makes you uncomfortable? Yeah, because it's like, you're in a very vulnerable state when you're in open water like that. Okay, so this one I need to just like that and then keep going. Okay, well, let's see what's at the end of the level. How the fuck would you get over this. I guess you gotta like toss the key very quickly like that. Oh, and then these go back and forth like this, and then you gotta... Wow. Okay. Speaking of open water, though, I think I've decided what I'm gonna play as my little, my break game in between Elden Ring and whatever the next full playthrough is. I think I have decided on playing the game that gave me my first ever, like, experience with, like, uncomfortableness in open water. First ever game that made me feel, like, terrified of being in open water. Right? Just terrified of being in water, swimming in a video game, is actually the first Jak and Daxter, because any of the open water bits, there's not a lot of them, but anytime you can go into open water in Jak and Daxter, right? If you stay in the water for long enough, and this is like 3-4 seconds tops, right? A giant fish starts chasing you. And it's terrifying. And then there's a segment in Jak 2 that has a bunch of open water in like the middle of the city that isn't like that. And that place ends up being even more terrifying. Shit. Shit. First one that got you was Banjo-Kazooie. Oh yeah, that shit's terrifying. I can imagine if I played that as a kid that would be on like the top of the list for me. Fuck me, I'm supposed to re-grab there, but I did it early because I'm bad. Sometimes I need to be kinder to myself. I'm much better than I used to be. And if I say that I'm bad, other people feel bad about themselves if they can't do some of the things I can do. It doesn't make me not bad. I'm just, you know, just saying. Damn it. I missed the timing there because I was too slow. Y'all, I don't think we're getting any bonus streams this week, just as a heads up. I think this week is going to be a recoup week for me. Honestly good. I feel like I've been running myself ragged with them. Not really running myself ragged, it's just like, if I want to do bonus streams and do other stuff off stream, which I do, the scheduling can be pretty tight. Okay, we get past this. That shit there is diabolical because, like, no. How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to... I mean, I guess I probably have more time than I think to toss that, but... Yeah, but as far as motherfucker, as far as like the bonus stream stuff goes, it just feels like sometimes, like sometimes it's like, well, why shouldn't I just stream right now? You know, like a matter of just like I'm not doing anything else. When I mean, I could be doing something else. I'm just choosing not to. But that is a bad way to look at a hobby, you know? If I was making like big bucks doing this and it wasn't just like doing it for fun, sure. Okay. There, that's all I needed to do. But this shit here might be evil. Shit, it is. Look how far away I was from that key. Ah. Wait. No, I can't just... I was gonna say maybe I can just toss them and then go pick it up, but if the keyhole makes contact with the key, then it's over. I don't even have to be touching it, right? That shit is tricky. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. And someone redeemed water. So I have water. I just had a couple of burritos before I started the stream, so I'm feeling pretty good. And I made myself just the right size portion so that I'm like satiated but not over full. So I'm feeling pretty good. Will that continue late into the stream? Who knows? I can't predict the future. Even my own future. 10 minutes from now, I could just like suddenly start hating life or something. No. No. For all I know, I could wake up tomorrow and just like decide to change my entire way of living. I could wake up tomorrow and think to myself, yes, it's time to become bastard. And just start like become a grifter or something, you know, try to get people to invest in a meme coin and then dump it. Or something like that. Try to sell everyone I know, like, high risk, low reward stocks, you know? You'll help me promote it if I cut you in. Oh, that's a real friend right there. I'll definitely cut you in. Wink, wink. What? Fuck you, game. That's barely touching. What are we selling? This new meme coin. Its value is gonna skyrocket. You should invest. It's called Fuck You Coin. And we're definitely not gonna fuck you with it, I promise. The return on your investment is going to be huge, I swear. Listen, Logan Paul has he has stock in it. Come on. It will never fail. I saw that he started collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was like, well, good luck to all the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. Or is that his brother, Jake? I don't fucking know which one is which. They are the same person. Same bastard that, like, has too much money and too much fame for their own good. Do Yu-Gi-Oh cards cost money? They might now. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I do not. Cool. Yump? Yeah. Yeah, we got the yump. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Okay, now what does that do for me though? Because oh, you know what? There was a like a, was it this level or was it this level a bit down? I think it was this level down here. Yeah, this has 2 exits. I think I can go to the left now. Yes, I can. Cool. We talked about money. We need this emote. Let's see, what emote is this? If it would load. I hate that 7TV just never loads for me. Corpa. What the fuck? Chat. Let's ask somebody else. Do we fucking need wait, how do I paste this in here? Can I just slap this bad boy down like this? No. Save image as what the fuck? Okay, whatever. You know what, we'll just add it. Who cares? Sign in with Twitch. Click the add button. And just like that, my stocks are up. Ooh, ooh. You've been sold to? Oh no. I can't believe this scam that I started is working. How terrible. Although you're WoW players, so I guess you deserve it. I used to feel sympathy for people like Fing, but now that he plays WoW, no sympathy. Only scorn. Then why don't I let you give me money? You need that money for your $60 mounts or whatever the fuck. I'm sure WoW has like expensive shop mounts, right? That's a thing. They do? Oh, wait. Okay, no wait, I see what I need to do there. I need to bounce off of that Koopa, go back to the right, and then spin jump. Okay. That's easy. That's easy. This is like a baby game for babies. Wait, what the fuck am I doing here? Wait, I'm confused. In the pipe. There's a mount with an auction house and a mailbox that costs $100. $100. That's a lot of money for a mount. Being said, I tried y'all's MMO, now I'm trying How's. I didn't make you start FF14, okay? I don't encourage anybody to play FF14. I have been against it from the very start. You could say it's a domino effect, since I did in fact get Noble into FF14 and then everyone else followed suit, but I'm not taking responsibility for any of that. 2-6. What? Okay. I think we exit the level now and is there some puzzle shit going on here? Because I ain't about puzzles. I ain't about them. None of these other stages have multiple exits, though. Right, this one has a second exit because it shows you that it has a second exit with the red dot. This one has a second exit. 6 degrees of scroll. I don't remember seeing that red dot before. Okay, so I need to go. There's like a second exit in the second part of this phase. Are the Mega Man games still happening? Yes. We're gonna finish Mega Man 4 today, like to the point where this Mario stuff is gonna be pretty brief, right? Like, I feel like it's been months since a Mario stream. It's been 2 weeks. No, no. It's possible it's been like a long 2 weeks, but it's been 2 weeks. I know that because I just downloaded the last Mario VOD last night. Because VODs save for 2 hours, or for 2 hours, yeah. VODs save for 2 hours, and then they're gone forever. 2 weeks. Fucking brain mush. Probably just a long 2 weeks. Well, let's see what's happened. What's happened in the last 2 weeks that would make it feel long? That platform doesn't move as fast as it looks like it moves. You could see Twitch trying the 2-hour VOD, to be honest. True. No deadlock sessions of any great length have happened in the last 2 weeks. Maybe for you. Fing and I played like 4 games together. Which you were invited to, by the way, and then you didn't. You decided against it. Was that 4? Thought it was 2. I mean, you were around for 2 of them. We did end up playing more. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 2. I need. There's a secret exit in this part. Is that what it was trying to tell me? Where could the secret exit be, though? I mean, I guess it would be further past this door here, right? Just keep going. Did that too early. Okay. This shit's not that difficult. I need to just time things correctly. Okay, I'm trying to just do a big bounce there, but I shouldn't. I should just re-grab. I should just do the strat that works. But with the timing that works too. Oh, I didn't think I was making that jump, so I didn't even try. My brain like didn't process it. You know, regardless of the lack of deadlock sessions or not, right? It has felt like a long 2 weeks, looking back on it. But I'm not really sure why. Okay, so that apparently just keeps going. That's just the world, to be honest. I don't like that answer. I need explanation for why things are the way they are. Maybe it's just a time change. Maybe the time change has just made everything feel like a slog. Okay. Oh. I was expecting the platform to fall. But I wasn't even prepared for this. But this is a banger, so very happy about this. How many hours from now is Alex? Still like, what, like 6 hours? 7 hours, something like that? $10 from now? Yeah, it's a while. The guy does not come out until very late for East Coast. You'll be awake since you just woke up? Oh, that reminds me, I need to go buy the season pass. Holy lord. Pretty sure it's 12 PST. Yes, but my math is bad, and I can't tell you what time 12 PST is from now. Seven hours and 30 minutes from now. Yippee. I'm glad that I'm having the stream late today, then. Fuck, this song is just so fucking good. I think this is like the third or fourth time we've heard this in a hack, but it's just such a good song. Whoever did this port deserves all the praise, because holy hell. I did not mean to do that. My brain told me that spin jump was coming up soon, so I was like, spin jump soon? You mean now? You know, I'm kind of glad yesterday wasn't an Elden Ring stream, that it was a chill stream. Streaming for 6 hours yesterday might have killed me. Especially if at any point in those 6 hours, if at any point in those 6 hours I had like run into a boss that was like a real difficult one. Damn it, I missed the jump there. Can you not buy individual characters on Steam? Yeah, you have to do that in-game. Which means, by the way, you have to wait until the character is out if you want to buy him. Which also means, typically people that buy the season pass get like an hour head start or something, if I remember correctly. Oof, okay, I need to hold the A button there. Aren't you glad that the future of video games is like this? Ah! That shit's so tight. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe it's just like the patches from before that worked like this. Like the season patches. Wait, but this is gonna be a season patch, isn't it? Or like a pre-season patch. Ah! Ah! That shit's so tight. So many games do it and it's so stupid. Yeah, paid early access. It's like a weird thing that came as a result of all these like content creators getting things early, right? That was melting your brain. Yeah, it was very difficult to comprehend what was happening just then. But in a way that I like. Ah, no, I missed it. That sort of section right there, we've seen that a few times in Mario hacks now, right? That feels like a rhythm game, when the rhythm game is just like, okay, here's 40 million notes. Right, at first it's visually confusing, and then it's like, okay, I get it. It's just a matter of timing. Ah! Ah! Which one of those exits is the right one? Fuck. I guess I probably can't go to the bottom one, right? I have to go to the top one? Because there's no way for me to drop down? Or maybe there was a way for me to drop down. I just didn't have enough time to comprehend what the fuck was happening there. That's the middle one? You might be onto something there. And it's like a troll there where neither of those pipes are correct. The fake wall for sure. And see, this is just encouraging me to go for the top first. Because if it is a troll, well, let's see it. Let's see the troll. That was too slow on the second jump there. I can't fucking land soon enough. Also, there's a little dude in the bottom right there. That last one, where I almost made it, would have made for a very, very good clip, because when I did this jump here, I was hitting the bullet bill and still bouncing off of the piranha plant. Let's see. No, it's not a fake wall. We've proven that theory wrong. Not a fake wall. I just have to land on the platform. If it was a fake wall, Fang would have looked like a genius. There we go. Controls? Cool. That might be my favorite segment in the game, in the hack so far. That shit was kind of peak. Lakeside Jam. Let's just go right to it. No breaks. Okay, so the water is death, and I don't really... Okay, I need to throw him upwards so that he eats that, and then probably just avoid getting pushed up into the death net there. I have to go around it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Mostly because I'm just not sure how I'm supposed to do that. I guess like that. Run to the right, then run back to the left. Okay, that section's kind of fucking dope. No! I wanted to throw you upward and then grab you again as I'm landing on the 6-second platform. Spin jump. A little early on the jump. Can't believe I brained the little dude. I don't know what the fuck that means. It was a little early on the jump there too, but it's fine. Ooh, and then I jump right into fucking spike. So y'all, it's been a little bit, but my Dragon Ball Z Kai watch through with my dearest friend Tulip has continued. And last night we got to the Frieza fight, right? Goku versus Frieza. And oh boy, even in this version of the Dragon Ball's story that's supposed to be significantly cut down, it took us 6 hours to get through the 6 hours to get through the Frieza fight. That shit is too slow. It's too slow. It takes way too long for things to happen. Well, I can at least see where I need to go. Dragon Ball pacing? Yeah, it's like genuinely so terrible. And then we looked and we saw that the Buu Saga is 93 episodes. 93? No, 69 episodes, not 93. But 69 full episodes. No. 63 episodes for the Buu Saga at the end of Dragon Ball, which is like my least favorite part. And oh boy, is that gonna be... That's gonna be a real slog to get through. But something that we learned, which is a bit of a fun fact that's kind of weird and nonsensical when you observe it from afar. So, Dragon Ball Z Kai was supposed to be a cut-down version of Dragon Ball Z that is more in line with the pacing of the manga, right? Things are supposed to be going by faster so that it was just take up less time, right? The original Dragon Ball Z anime was 291 episodes, which is absurd, by the way, since there's only like 4 major arcs in Dragon Ball Z. But 291 episodes, right? That was cut down to 100 and... How many episodes? Like 180 episodes or something? It's cut down by like a significant amount. Over 100 episodes were cut, right? But for some reason, when they were making Dragon Ball Z Kai Part 2, the Buu Saga stuff, they decided to add content instead of doing what they did with the first few arcs. They decided to make it longer. Because apparently Dragon Ball Z Kai was so popular in America and Europe, right? That they were like, well, clearly they want more Dragon Ball content, and that's the reason why this is so popular. Not because it's a cut-down version of a thing that takes a decade to get through. I keep jumping at the wrong, or throwing up at the wrong time. Tossing upwards. Right? So in their desire to cut down on the bloat of Dragon Ball Z and make something that is shorter and more concise, they ran into the problem of, actually, no, people want more content, so let's make it longer. Okay. I don't have to jump so early there. I can wait a moment. That platform is not going anywhere. But yeah, that's some backwards ass logic of just like Dragon Ball Z Kai is supposed to make the Dragon Ball Z experience more concise. And for the most part it does, but at the end they decided to add 8 or 9 full episodes of content that was not originally there in Dragon Ball Z. And like, that's the kind of shit that you just can't make up, because people wouldn't believe you. It reminds me of the backwards ass... You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the backwards ass logic that, I had an argument about with Smash players back when Smash Ultimate was coming out. And when people were talking about, like, possibly changing the rule set for that game. One of the arguments I had multiple times with a bunch of strangers, basically, on the internet, when Smash Ultimate came out, was just like, hey guys, we can maybe lower the time limit on this game so that when timeouts happen, which they will, they aren't 7 minutes long like they were in Smash 4. To which the response was, but if we make the time limit shorter, right, say it's 5 minutes or 4 minutes, that will mean timeouts will happen more often. To which I replied, Sonic is in this game, timeouts are going to happen no matter what. Wouldn't you rather they just not be awful? I would also reply like, where's your evidence that timeouts would happen more often? Also, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I keep missing something. Why'd you take so fucking long there, dude? Why did you take so long there, you motherfucker? But yeah, so when Smash Ultimate was coming out, I was very much in the, like, we need to change the rule set now while it's possible mindset that a lot of people had at the time. Of course, we got absolutely zero groundswell on that. Even when actual top competitors were like, yeah, maybe we should change the rule set, the vast majority of people were like, nah, let's keep the same 5 stages we had from Smash 4, maybe add 1 new stage, and then change nothing else. Anyway, I bring this up because last time I watched Smash Ultimate, it was a Sonic player versus like a Steve player, and guess what? That shit went to time. 6 minutes, 7 minutes, however long it was. It just, like, the longest match in history. And I could only think to myself, wow, I'm so glad that it's 6 minutes, a 6-minute timer instead of a 4-minute timer, guys, because Sonic is less likely to time me out this way. Haha. Trying to get people to change Smash rules was fucking impossible. Yeah, it really was. You'd think for a community that's such like a young community as far as like the competitive lifespan of a game goes, right? That they'd be more willing to try different things, at least for a little bit, but no. Very stubborn, very set in their ways. I wasn't looking at the spike there. That's part of why I like harken back to the olden days, right? Brawl wasn't the most amazing thing to watch competitively for a while, towards the end of its lifespan, but at some point, Brawl was really interesting because it did try new things, right? The competitive rule set changed, they banned characters, they unbanned characters, right? People were doing shit back then. The community might be young, but were the people actually young? Yes, the people are like incredibly young. Smash still skews like 17 years old on average for like the competitive scene, specifically for like whichever the newest title is. Obviously, like, you know, if you go look at like Melee, those players are on average a bit older, but not that much older. It still skews pretty young. Okay, so that's where I think Yoshi will transform. I honestly think that the fact that so many of the players are so young is the reason why things like rule changes don't go through. Right, because so many of the people are like new-ish to the community. I need to just throw that faster. So they don't know that like a rule set change could be incredibly beneficial. And like this is all they've ever known. I missed the fucking when he was touching you. You still remember your hazards on setup that was like 40 times better than the standard rules? Smashville did not deserve to become what it is. Smashville and Brawl and Smash 4, genuinely the best stage, the best competitive stage that's ever existed. Right? Smashville in hazards off. Ugh. Ah. Hey guys, I'm just gonna camp under this middle platform here. What's that? You're a character that has a hard time dealing with, like, projectile spam and camping? Or just like a character whose movement isn't as good as the rest? Well, fuck you. This setup gives me center stage and under a platform, the two best positions to be in the video game. The thing is, you wouldn't even lose that layout because Sora Stage is the same thing. Yeah, that was like what, 2 years into the game or whatever. But yeah. Oh, but you see, Sora Stage is very slightly longer and therefore deserves to be a totally different stage in the ban list. What's that? You really hate playing on platforms or stages with middle platforms like that? Guess you have to use both of your bands on the same stage. This sort of shit has existed forever though, because you go like watch Melee and like players like Captain Falcon players will complain that like there's two triplats. There's Fountain of Dreams and there's actually 3 triplats, I guess, but 2 of them they really don't like, and 1 of them they're okay with, right? But you ban Fountain of Dreams and Yoshi's, guess what? The 3rd triplat is still right there. Gosh, I hate the stage rules for Smash. I hate the stage rules so much. I missed it again. They are garbage. And bro, Kalos was legal for the longest time, and that stage is fucking cancer. I'm sorry. I know that phrase is like, it's bad. People don't like that. It's just that there's no other way to describe a stage like that, where it's just like, okay, it's a very wide stage that just lets you, it just lets you be lame. That shit is bad. It is. It's really, really, really bad. I don't know if it's still like a legal stage in current Smash Ultimate. Oh fuck me, I really did just clipped the side of that. What? Why didn't you eat that? What? Why didn't he eat that? Why was the Yoshi just like, you know, I'm good. I'm not hungry anymore. But yeah, I have a lot of complaints about stuff like that in Smash. He was full, bro? No, he's supposed to eat until he pops. That's how this works. That's the situation we agreed on, okay? I have no clue how far I can go with that shit. Fuck. What? And he didn't eat that there. What the hell? Little bro was not being very helpful. I get that he's like a baby or some shit, but he could at least try. I really do wonder what the next Smash is gonna be like. He is trying? I don't think he's trying. You see the expression he's making? I don't think he's trying. You need it? What, the next Smash? I don't need it. I need to see what it is, right? Like, I need to see what their idea is. How do you, like... How do you mechanically move on from what you've been doing for the last... When did Smash 4 come out? 12 years? For the last 12 years? How do you mechanically move on from that? But, also, like, more obviously, what the fuck do you do after you have a game that's like, literally everyone is here? Like, what? How do you decide who gets cut? You don't have... You can't be Fortnite, right? You can't be like, okay, actually everyone is here and more. Now, actually, Peter Griffin is in Smash, right? You can't do that. Fortnite can get away with it because those are skins and they're like functionally nonsense. They don't change anything. You cut all the lame bitch characters. Yeah, but some of those lame bitch characters are like base roster Smash 64 and you can't cut them. Right, you cannot get rid of a character like Samus. She is a core... she's a core character. Starting with Little Mac? Okay, yes, we agree on that. Get that little bastard out of here. He's not an interesting character. He's not a fun character. It's not even a well-designed character. He's just a character with, like, the least fun, interactable gimmick of all time. Why did I spin jump there? Samus is cool. Ultimate Samus isn't. Ultimate Samus has, like, some neat movement stuff. But yeah, ultimately, Ultimate Samus is lame because Ultimate favors lame stuff. don't take Little Mac from you. I'm sorry, but he doesn't fundamentally work. He's not playing the same game as everyone else. And not in like a, oh wow, this is cool and interesting way, but like in a, oh, so he just does this over and over sort of way. Why do I keep spin jumping there? Fun fact, you figured out the 0 landing lag charge thing by yourself? Oh, good for you. You know how to actually like use it and implement it though? Here's a fun fact. I learned attack canceling and like No, I just learned I learned attack canceling and the sort of like weird dead angle you can do. Totally on my own. I didn't know how useful or like consistent it could be done until other people showed me, but I did learn that shit on my own. I was just like, if I hit the stick at this very, very specific angle, I just get a neutral area even though I'm hitting the stick. Neat. Sure the Ganon will suck in the next game? Who's to say the Ganon will even be there? But fundamentally, Ganon's like moveset just doesn't work. It's not necessarily bad design, it's just like he's too slow. I have to stop spin jumping there. What they need to do to Ganon is, like, give him the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom redesign that Link got. Link is functionally identical to what he used to be, just like his bombs are activatable now instead of timed, right? But with Ganon, you could actually change quite a lot by swapping over to his other iteration. Give Ganon something that's not just Captain Falcon, but slow. I tried to jump there. Anyway. Back to the discussion though, it's just like... I think the smart move for Smash would be to, like, focus on movement again. I don't think that's what they're going to do, gameplay-wise. And the smart move for, like, casual appeal is to double down on custom moves. Because custom moves were really fucking cool in Smash 4. But they were clearly not, like, a well-implemented system, because some of them were just so stupid. Hey Bob, I made it to Platinum 3 in Street Fighter 6. I managed to get the combo stuff down consistently. Cool. Good job. But yeah, I genuinely think giving Smash like a custom move loadout system would be a breath of fresh air for new players. Shit. Oh. Is that the end of the level? Would be a breath of fresh air for the new players, and old players alike would just adjust. What the fuck is going on there? No, genuinely, what is going on there? That is so... I think I need to do this. Yep, that's what I need to do. Cool. Custom moves were godlike. Yes, custom moves were honestly amazing. I wish the custom move rule set in Smash 4 had become like the norm, and you just like ban Palutena's speed up and Donkey Kong's like fucking wind punch or whatever it was that was busted. And Trip Sapling? See, I don't remember that one. Okay. I guess I probably just jump there, right? Just try to jump here, and then maybe he slides and I land on him and bounce on the platform from there. Villager's tiny baby tree tripped you if you touched it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, a trap character like that would honestly be kind of crazy in a platform fighter. You think Gyro had that? Oh no, Gyro definitely had a trip. There was definitely like a tripping Gyro. That much I do remember. But I also think that like I also think that Rob didn't like actually benefit much from custom moves. Okay, I'm supposed to jump later than that. Can we all agree to fucking drop Rob into the wood chipper and not bring him back next game? Yes. The character, I like Rob as a character, I like his design and whatnot. I even have I have a t-shirt of Rob, right? Some really cool fan art by Vmon Tamer, right? I think she goes by a different name now, V Art Studios or something like that, right? Really cool shirt with Rob on it doing like his crazy brawl Final Smash, right? But Rob has been stupid for a very long time. His design is just not cool. It's not interesting. Any character that has like projectiles as their main thing, they just need to get shot. Bring back melee level movement for Smash, but make it more intuitive, like Rivals. They're literally the same. There's nothing about Rivals movement that is like, quote unquote, more intuitive. They're literally the same. I think the thing you're looking for is bring back melee-like movement, but make it easy, like Rivals. Because that is, off the top of my head, the only difference between their movement systems is that Rivals movement is easier. And I'm not using it as like an insult, right? It's just easier. The buffer is what makes it intuitive? No, it isn't. The movement system where you move diagonally down and then slide across the ground, that's not intuitive. Right? It might be easier in Rivals, but it's not more intuitive. You're not just going to be like... You're not going to hand the controller to a normal person and be like, wow, I can dash across the ground by sliding. That's what makes sense to you? Okay, but you're also a Smash player, right? Like, you've played and understood these games. You know how the mechanic works. In order for something to be intuitive, someone who doesn't know how it works needs to be able to just figure it out. It tells you in the tutorial. A tutorial does not make something intuitive. Intuitive means you can naturally learn it without having to be tutorialized. For example, I always go back to this example because it makes sense, even though looking back on it, I really, really strongly disagree with the video. So wait for just need to water the plant. But the original sequelitis video where Aaron Hansen talks about Mega Man versus Mega Man X, right? And talks about how intuitive some of the controls are for Mega Man X if you've played other platformers. Mega Man X has the perfect example of something that is intuitive, and that's the wall jump. How the wall jump works in that game, it just makes perfect sense compared to, say, something like Super Metroid, where the wall jump doesn't make a lot of sense. Right? But if Super Metroid had a tutorial prompt that was just like, hold against the wall, and then as you make contact with the wall, press the opposite direction of the wall, and during that turnaround animation, press the jump button, that doesn't, like, that doesn't mean that that's gonna feel more intuitive for people. Anyway, all of this to say, I would personally adore if they brought back better movement. Because it feels like they halfway tried with Ultimate to bring back better movement, but just didn't commit to it. That's how you wall jump in Super Metroid? Yes. In Super Metroid, there are turn frames of animation when you're moving, when you're like going from one direction to the other direction, in the air specifically, right? If you're touching a wall during these turnaround frames and you press the jump button at the right time, do you even need to press the jump button? I don't remember, but you just have to time the wall jump in these turnaround frames while you are touching the wall, right, in order to properly get the wall jump, right? Much more difficult to figure out on your own than something like Mega Man X, where, like, if you're sliding against the wall and you jump, you will wall jump. That's why wall jumping in Super Metroid is actually, like, incredibly difficult to do multiple times in a row, because, like, you have a couple of frames to properly perform the wall jump. What? That platform went out from underneath me because I barely touched the corner. Unrelated, you think the person who made the Princess Peach ROM hack stopped development on its sequel? Oh, that's too bad. Guess you'll have to pick up the development yourself. You know what the next Smash game needs more than anything? More than, you know, better movement, more than, like, some sort of marketing gimmick to make people come back. It needs a subspace emissary. Netcode? It's always netcode? No, see, I wasn't even going to say that. It just needs a story mode for casuals to want to care about. World of Light or whatever the hell was just the worst fucking thing ever. Right? Not really a campaign that you can just play through and have fun. It's got a ton of fucking gimmicks that are just unfun. It doesn't have enough, like, and it doesn't have enough variety going on. World of Light feels really incredibly half-baked. Jumped too early again. It wasn't great, but it was there. Yeah, see, but things like Subspace Emissary, right, are great. Incredible fun to just essentially play a Metroidvania as a Smash game. I mean, it's not quite like a Metroidvania, but it has a lot of those elements. You wish spirits were more interesting to use? I wish spirits were more fun. I think the problem with spirits was that they were too caught up on the idea of having a ton of them, and when you have so many spirits that you need to include in the game, right? You can't make let's say there were 50 spirits in the game, and then every single one of them did something totally unique. That might have been interesting. But the fact that there are like 800 spirits in the game, and most of them are just like meh, kind of don't do very much. Maybe they boost your damage, or like they give you one extra double jump or some shit, right? Wasted opportunity, in my opinion. You want to make an Oddish ROM hack? What would that entail? Are we replacing Mario Sprite with Oddish, or are we making every level like a poison swamp? What? I did that shit again where I barely touched the corner and then it slipped out from underneath me. Replacing Mario with Oddish? Miyazaki has entered the chat. I mean, Oddish is a fucking poison type, okay? So, like, it makes sense. You got them poisons. That part I need to go right away. Dude, the same shit happened there. I touched the corner of the fucking... Twitch asked you to second guess the message you were about to send. Welcome to the stream. I have that shit at the lowest level possible, so what you said must have just been like on Twitch's list, the global list. Funny to me though, you can have... I keep going way too early there. The word you said was gonna... The word you were gonna say is said by Brits all the time. Total Biscuit says it all the time. Total Biscuit said it all the time. Rest in peace. Unless you've revived him as some sort of like Tupac hologram. In which case, get the hell out of my chat. Man, now I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that bullshit. It was like AI takes over an old Facebook account to pretend like someone's dead mother is still alive. right? And like to create new posts and shit. We live in a hellscape, y'all. A hellscape. We can revive Total Biscuit through AI. No, we fucking can't. And anyone who says we can is trying to grift. We also got human brain calls to play Doom. Brain calls, huh? Impressive. First of all, we got human brain calls, whatever the hell that is. Is that like telepathy? And then we got them to play Doom. Are you saying I can Discord call through my brain specifically to play Doom? I mean, it's not gonna make me want to play Doom again, but... How the fuck am I supposed to time this? Your own brain cells aren't working? You mean your own brain calls aren't working? But that's okay. Just, get out your LAN cable, plug in the LAN cable, and everything should be fine. Or, you know, go check to make sure your sister's not still on the phone, because it's probably interfering with the signal, you know? Tell your sister to get off the landline. Why do I have to give you PTSD like that? Because our lived experiences that are shared like that need to be remembered, okay? Especially when it comes to the kiddos, okay? The kiddos don't fucking know what a modem, what a fucking dial-up connection was like, okay? They don't know. These kids don't know that I couldn't use the internet to play RuneScape because my sister was on the telephone. Shit, why'd I jump normal there? You're gonna go get some pudding and chill on the couch. Pudding. I haven't had pudding in a very long time. Pudding is delicious. Ah! Enjoy your pudding thing. I barely pressed the button there, game. Why did you even register that? Come on, can't you read my mind and know that's not what I meant to do? The timing for this first section is way trickier than it looks. Yeah, because of that. Yeah, I keep just barely running off the edge of the platform there. Whenever you hear the word pudding, you just hear Harley Quinn saying pudding because your brain is broken. I mean, that's better than what I hear. I hear a very old, very sexist man in my mind saying the word pudding, followed by the word pop. Ah! Oh, fuck me. Oh, I got scared. You hear it too? You know, get it? Yeah, it's because by the time you existed, that person was already, like, outed as the terrible, awful person that he is. And so therefore everyone stopped caring about the things that he was in. I'm gonna move on, change the subject, you know? I don't really want to talk about terrible, awful people. So anyway, right? Video games. No one in video games is a terrible, awful person, haha. Oh, fuck me, I got stuck to the... stuck to the edge of that fucking pillar. Isn't video games just filled with wonderful, awesome people that make video games and nothing else? We all just make video games, play video games, talk about video games, and then live our happy lives. Ah! Okay. Yeah, but some video games fucking suck. Skill issue. Maybe you should, like, I don't know, man, like, get good? Wow. I wasn't expecting this to be a whole separate, like, route. I was expecting this to just go immediately to the other, E-Switch Palace. So, like, wow. I think I might do one more level. Depends on how I feel about this. I'm gonna give this, like, 10-15 minutes. And then maybe we play some Mega Man. Okay, I see what I need. I immediately see what I need to do here. What is this? I know this song from something. This almost sounds like a... like a 2012, like, EDM song. Okay, I'm supposed to spin jump there. Why would they change Rockman's name but not Roll's? Well, actually, Soul, if you pay attention to the lore, they changed Rockman's name to Mega Man, but the kid who becomes Mega Man, his name is actually still Rock, so that's why they didn't change Roll's name, because Rock and Roll is still a pun there, because Rock as the kid, Rock the kid, not Mega Man the robot, was still named Rock, okay? Can't believe you don't know the fucking deep lore. You call yourself a Mega Man fan, but you don't know that the boy's name was Rock? Why do I keep spin jumping there? I don't need a spin jump. Okay. Oh, really getting that far above it makes it drop. Where does Mega Man Z come in? Mega Man Z is like post-apocalyptic after X is dead, right? And so Zero is left to take care of the world, some shit like that. I don't remember the Mega Man Z lore. I've only played a couple of hours of Mega Man Z. Or Mega Man Z, as some people call it. Those people are wrong, by the way. Yeah, okay, I should definitely just immediately bounce off of him. You should play Mega Man Z. You quite like Zero. It's a pretty good game. Honestly, I'm looking forward to Mega Man Z, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Mega Man Z more than I am any of the other Mega Man games, even the X games. Because while X 1 through 4 I know are all like very good games, they're not that exciting to me. Whereas Z and ZX Advent, they are exciting to me. Which game has the terrible voice acting? There's multiple of them. There are multiple of them with awful voice acting. Yeah, that's what I thought you were asking about. I thought you were asking about the what am I fighting for? That scene. Iris, what? There is no reason for me to go on. What am I fighting for? That shit is so great. I love it. I want to say that that's Mega Man X8, but I don't know. It is, to my understanding, that the voice acting is so incredibly, terribly bad in some old games like that because the voice director was a Japanese person. Like, the Japanese director was the guy directing the English voice actors. So he made them, like, go for certain inflections that sounded better to him as a Japanese person. Spin jumping there. Yeah, I'm gonna give this, let's say, I can't see the timer. Let's say maximum 5 minutes. If that says 6:25, 6 hours, 25 minutes, then I will stop. And swap. Stop fucking spin jumping there. Stop that. My brain is like, it wants to spin jump because it wants to make the turtle go poof. I'm trying my best right there to... Actually, you know what maybe I could do? I could maybe spin jump on top of the Kamek there, the Magic Koopa. No, okay, he disappears right before I can get to him. I was gonna say, land on the Magic Koopa. And then use that as like the way to perfectly land on the falling platform. No, stop fucking spin jumping there. I think this is the problem I have most often, is that I'll just spin jump in places that I don't need to spin jump, and I don't get it. I don't understand why I do this. Ah, shit, I needed them to shoot that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I just jumped blind. I need the Magic Koopa to shoot me up to the next one. Am I having a good day? It's alright. I've had worse days, you know? I was supposed to spin jump there too, okay. So I'm just gonna ride the magic. Stop spin jumping there. You have 2 yellow coins. Normal coins that are telling you to regular jump. So do it. Don't be an idiot. Look at the signposting on the level. These magic bastards suck? Ah, they're fine. I used to hate them, like, back in the day, playing, like, normal-ass Mario World. Ride these magic. Goodbye. Come on. Come on, you have to know better. Stop spin jumping! Stop spin jumping! But yeah, I used to hate Magic Koopas as a kid playing through regular Mario World, but now, honestly, their magic is kind of like... It's pretty consistent how they act. But they're not that difficult to deal with. Shoot these on sight? Yeah, unless it's like a new person, right? Then you can warn them. But especially like one of the regulars, shoot them on sight if they say anything along the lines of suck on these. Right? It's not a phrase that upsets me, it's just like, come on, have some originality. Come up with a joke that works. Like, how many times have I seen the joke nowadays? It's like, stun seed. Haha, read it backwards. Ha 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 ha. And it's just like, come on, guys. What fucking year is it? Next, we're gonna be praising the Helix fossil. Like, come on. No, not a regular jump. You need to spin jump. Spin! Jump! Spin jump! Ah! Okay. This will be the final attempt, I guess. if it actually gets going, you know. There we go. Oh, I spin jumped. Okay. Okay, we're gonna swap over to the Mega Mans. This hack is still pretty stellar all around. I need to remember that this is at 620. Let's just say 625 even. Go to edit splits, put the time in, start at 6. 25. 0, 0. Okay. And then we close that. And then we close this. We go over to this screen here while I boot up the video game that I have not booted up in 2 weeks.